of all people up, he brings up me, yours truly, Stephen A. Smith. Listen to what the brother had to say.
Hey, Stephen A., man, we got to talk, brother, because it ain't a damn coincidence that everybody you know going to church. Hey, Stephen, huh? Everybody, man. Everybody, like, damn. Y'all see that? Everybody. What? No, I ain't saying, no. I ain't saying, nobody snitch. I'm just saying, hey, man, you know how to pick 'em. Hey, Stephen, you know how to pick 'em, man. I'ma just be honest. It's like the Madden curse, just the other way around.
Now, look, he's obviously playing around and all of that other stuff, and I get it. Because we all know, we're not blind. We know what's been in the news. Shannon Sharpe has been in the news. Marcus Morris Sr. has been in the news. Now Gilbert Arenas has been in the news. I get all of that. I wished them fellas nothing but the best. As far as I'm concerned, I wish every single one of them was on First Take now with no issues whatsoever. Because I got love for all of them brothers. But I'm going to address what Gilbert said, because here's what alarmed me. I've gotten to know Gil a little bit. I respect the hell out of him. First of all, I think he's a brilliant basketball mind. Let's get that out the way first. I think Gil's Arena is a hell of a podcast, hell of a basketball show. Let's get that out the way. He's very excitable, very knowledgeable, and we know that about him. And in light of what he's being accused of, however, I'm still going to say to Gil, bro, I need you not to play around, because my brother, I don't want to see you in jail at all. It's not a good look. It's nothing to laugh about. It's nothing to joke around about and think it's funny when the feds come raiding your home. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear about anything like that. I can assure you, anybody that wants to do business with you, and I'm one of those people, ESPN, Underdog, a whole bunch of sponsors and advertisers, we don't want to see that. Anybody that knows anything about you and your knowledge of the game and your ability to articulate and deliver your positions, my brother, you are a special talent. We don't want to see that. And the reason why I felt compelled to come on the airwaves and address you directly is because I want to remind you of what really, really got you in trouble in the NBA to begin with. Remember that years ago? With Javaris Critterton, remember all of that? With the guns in the locker room, remember all of that? Remember all of that happened? And you remember what really got you in trouble thereafter, because as bad of a look as that was, and as much as former Commissioner David Stern and others were ready to bring the heavy hand down upon you, what really exacerbated the situation is that you had a game a night or two later against the Philadelphia 76ers. I would know because I was there. And you were joking around, feigning as if you were shooting guns when the introductions or the warm-ups were taking place. I don't remember exactly what it was. And David Stern went ballistic and was like, somebody like you has no place in this league, because it's not a joking matter to other people. And the reality is that, my brother, it shouldn't be a joking matter to you. 5 years on each count. I know we saw Diddy get off on a major charges in terms of sex trafficking and racketeering, but it's still possible he can do some time. That's why he's in the news and with President Donald Trump talking about pardoning him, according to sources. Because it seems to be that that's what's going to be required in order for him to evade spending significantly more time in jail, like 5 to 10. On each of the charges that have been levied in your direction, each comes with 5 years in prison, if convicted. It's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. And especially since the Southern District of New York essentially blew the case against P. Diddy in terms of overcharging, per se, being a bit zealot and aggressive with it, and ended up turning off a jury, which got Diddy off on the major charges. Who's to say that the feds are going to make that mistake again? If anything, all of them are on high alert, making sure that their I's are dotted and T's are crossed, and they're locked in on making sure they get your ass, because they don't want to repeat of what happened to the P. Diddy case happening to them. This is not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game when the feds come knocking at your door and put you in cuffs and take you away. Yeah, you out. And I hope you stay out. And I hope all of this is false. And I hope that you're able to continue with Gilbert Arenas and then some. Because, my brother, you got a bright future. And me personally, I think you're a good brother. I'm not here to denigrate or disrespect you. I'm here to tell you because I care. Stop messing around. Stop with the jokes. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you being seen on camera laughing and giggling and smiling like federal charges ain't a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And spending a day in jail to me is serious. We all want to preach about freedom and being mavericks and being innovative, or rather not innovative, but really minding our own future and directing our own path. We all want to talk about this. But the reality is that it's fool's gold. You looking for me to get into other people and their personal business? No, I'm not doing that. You looking for me to have a smile on my face like some no good bastards who have podcasts laughing at people's trials and tribulations, wanting them to fail because nothing in your life is winning. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be that kind of person. To any of the names I mentioned or anybody in the future, I don't enjoy seeing people fall. I want us all to eat. I want us all to live well. I want us all to be successful. I'm not that dude. But I'm telling you, it's incredibly important that you understand this is not a game. I assure you, Adam Silver, the commissioner, doesn't look at it as a game. I assure you, executives at linear networks who are looking at your talent, highly attracted to what they were seeing you put out, they don't think this is a game. And yes, it is unfair that in this day and age in our society that prided itself from a constitutional perspective about being innocent until proven guilty. In a court of public opinion, unfortunately, it's reverse. You are guilty until proven innocent. That's what you are in a court of public opinion. It ain't right. It sucks. But it's reality. And because that's a reality, treat it with the seriousness that it deserves. Don't remind people of how you can joke around like you did when you were playing in the NBA. In the immediate aftermath of that Javaris Critterton thing. Don't remind us of that. Lock in, get focused, and understand. There's a lot of people that were looking at you and was saying, yo, this brother is the future. He's a big part of what's coming down the pike. He's special. And in a nanosecond, they said, bump that. We ain't got time for that. It's not a game. It's not a game. I'm not taking offense. I know you were joking around when you talk about me. I'm not worried about that. But it hasn't escaped me. Of the things that I've seen in the news and the things that I've had to speak about and the things that I've avoided speaking about. But indirectly, I'm involved because I've worked with a lot of people. And it's hard because you love cats and you support them and you believe in them. But it doesn't take away the seriousness of their situation and how folks above you end up making calls that are above your pay grade. Because they have to think about the overall brand and not just my show or my podcast or anything like that. And Gilbert Arenas, you now finding yourself in that position. Because I assure you, sitting around, joking around about it ain't the way to go. It's not a good look. When you're serious and you're locked in, there's few on this planet smarter than you, bro. When you're serious and locked in. Now, when you're fucking around and acting like it's a joke. 5 years on each count, bro. Even if they said a year, that's 365 days. that you encased in a cell and they shut that door or they shut that damn cage and they lock your ass in there and you can't leave. It's not a joking matter. It isn't. Other things in life are far more innocuous than a situation like this, but it's serious from a business perspective.